entire compressor comes in this box with fluid for the compressor, with oil, with the halogen leak detector, so that's great. We can detect the leak if there is one. These adapters, you have to take this plastic cap off and attach it to one to the red, of course, and the other one to the blue or to the low side, low line. Attach it, and then we'll be able to snap it here inside the connectors. So let's do that. So the vacuum pump is here. This is how it looks from eBay. And we have the yellow is the vacuum line, goes to the vacuum compressor. Then we have the low side. Then we have the high side on the right. So you cannot make a mistake. Many people are posting videos on how to do this, so you can even reference them. But this one here, I assume is the high, because it's a little thicker. So let's see if it's the low end or the high end. And the other one probably is the opposite. So let's check this one out. It looks like it's never been opened. So back, before we continue working, just remember guys, safety first. Put your gloves and also safety goggles to protect our eyes. If something happens, God forbid, you're protected. So let's continue. I've inserted the blue low connector and the red high line connector. So we can see now. I think I predicted this is the high. So let's try it out. Yep, snapped right in. Now let's see the low. It's a little bit smaller insert, so it's logical to go into the smaller hole here. Perfect. Okay guys, I just realized that I took them out. The red one wasn't snapped into place because of this shield here. So I have to take this one out first. I'm gonna need a torque, probably 17s. We'll see which one it is, but it's not clear. We don't have clearance to do that. So I have to take this one out first. So to take this cover off, in order for us to get to reach and clearance of this one, the low gauge, we're gonna need to get a ratchet with T30, okay, and there are 9 bolts. 1, 2 here, I got it off. 3, 4, 5, and you get the point. So get them out and let's talk later. The cover is out, and now we have access to the high port. Now let's see if we can do this very quickly. Let's put it on. Yep, no problems. Shoot. Probably I don't know how to do this, but there it is. So you have to apply pressure to get in. So you have to hold this towards you, press hard, and then release, and that's it. It doesn't move anywhere. Let me close the line for now. Close it. Okay, let's apply the low pressure. Put the safety glasses. I forgot my rules. Okay, so let's put the low gauge here. Perfect. This is on, snapped right in. Perfect. We have low in, we have high in, and we have the one in the compressor itself, the yellow one. So we're ready to rock and roll. Before we start the vacuum pump, we have to make sure that this is open, the low, and the high valves are open. So left is closed, right is open, and these guys here, the low is closed, all the way closed, this clockwise, and also the high end is also closed clockwise, not counterclockwise, but clockwise closed. Now we can turn on. Now that we're ready, this is all closed, these guys are open. We're gonna turn on the vacuum pump. Okay, everything seems in order. We have to open this line here, the low, change sound, and the high. You're gonna see it goes from 0 to -30, and that's what we want to see. So after 1 minute of running, open, okay, before you shut down the vacuum line, vacuum pump, you shut down the low, you close the low valve and the high valve here, vent, okay, and then you shut down the pump. And this will let us know if we have a leak in the system. If this arrow moves from -30 towards the 0, okay, that means that we have a leak in our system because now it's under vacuum. Now it stays -30, so that's great. So let's see in a couple of minutes what's going to happen. Meanwhile, we're having a beautiful sunset here in New Jersey. Let's get back to it. So, after almost 30 minutes, let's check the vacuum. It hasn't leaked any bit. So that's great. We're at 30, -30 as we left it. So that means that there's no leaks and we're lucky here. Okay, so I dodged a bullet. There's no leaks. Thanks to my brother from California that suggested for me to do this service. I wanted to take it straight to the mechanic for them to recharge and test. He said, why just throw the money? I mean, you can just do this for yourself. So let's, next step here is to turn the machine on, turn the vacuum machine on, and leave it running for 45 minutes just to drain all the pressure inside, all the old, if there's something left, all the humid, all the moisture from inside. We're gonna leave that. I'm gonna do that right now, 45 minutes, and then we're gonna be back. This runs so nice and quiet. Wow, I'm astonished. Okay, so let's do that. Let's open up this one. Another low line. Open the high line. Perfect. Let's circulate. Let it circulate for 45 minutes. Then we're gonna be right back. Has passed, and let's see how it's our situation here with the vacuum. Okay, just like we left it, spot on -30 psi. Okay, perfect. So that means that we can shut this baby out, but before we shut it down, don't forget to close the low and also the high gauge all the way down. Perfect. Now I'll just shut the compressor down. Perfect. And now the next step will be adding our coolant, but this one is with dye. So this one will have the UV leak detect and also has the self-seal can. Okay, so UV leak detect. It's gonna help us detect if there is, just in case, a leak somewhere, we're gonna detect it with that, and with the help of the halogen leak detector. That was also in the kit, surprisingly. So that's interesting. There it is. So that's our next step. So let's pierce this can with the attachment that they provide us. Okay, we're gonna pierce it, and then we're gonna be adding this inside. Okay, so the next day we're continuing. Yesterday was very dark. So we're gonna add this sealant and self-seal can, and a self-seal can, of course. And we're gonna purge it here. So we're gonna open this vent here, it's open. And before we start, I'm gonna purge it here. Okay, let's purge it now. Good. things here just to protect your system. So it has stop leak, it has oil charge, O-ring conditioner, cool down and leak finder. Okay, so it has a couple of things. It's gonna help lubricate those gaskets and seals. Okay, it's gonna stop the leak because of the lubrication, and it's gonna seal those areas that are potentially prone for leak in the future. Good stuff. Found from eBay, by the way. Okay, for the last 70 or 74 grams, I'm going to use this scale here in grams, and we're going to be measuring, let it zero out, there it is, 0 grams, in order for us to get the full 810 pounds, plus minus 10. We're going to put 815 just to be on the safe side, a little more, and that's it. So around 80 grams we're gonna put there. So 457 minus 80. We're gonna do the math, and that's it. Okay, so the system was recharged. Didn't want the extra 75 for some reason. We're gonna close the low valve here. The high was always closed. Close it nicely. Okay, so now we can eliminate this one, okay, from the system, and just take them out. And do not forget to put the caps back. Okay, all the screws back here for this one, for the cover. The cap back for the low and the high caps. Okay, nicely tight there for sealed system. And that's it. It blows so nicely inside, cold air, beautiful. Take care, guys.